2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here, joined by the great Shaquille O'Neal and the equally great Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight at Charlotte, as they'll be playing against Washington.
Welcome to 2K Sports. And two of the better defensive teams playing tonight, Chris. They don't take a lot of plays off, do they?
No, they don't take any plays off. And you have to credit their coaching staff, their culture in that locker room about that. Their defense first, but you have to make sure that you communicate just as much as you use your physical effort on the floor. Defense, a lot of times, is playing position defense first, being where you know you should, paying attention to the little things.
That communication, one of the more underrated parts of playing defense, wouldn't you say?
Definitely. And one of the best at it used to be a guy named Roscoe. Ball don't lie, Rasheed Wallace. He was sitting that back, him and KG, and they would kind of be the anchors, telling you to watch out, screen, left, man coming right, I got your back, send them to the right. Those type of things allow you to have more confidence because really, Kev, you cannot guard anyone in the NBA one-on-one, period. You're at the offensive player's mercy. You need as much help behind you in front of that basket as you can get.
Great answer. God, that was a great answer. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Charlotte, Andrew Wiggins is out there with Chris Bosh. And it's Smith. Then there's Tyreke Evans. And it's Howard in at the 5 down low. Evans passes to Howard. And it's good for 2. Howard's got his second bucket of the night.
Love the focus from Howard. So excellent at draining difficult shots over the defense.
There's a good screen. There's the dish to Levine. A three-pointer, no good. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Wiggins outside. Howard dishes to Wiggins. Smith for 3. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Steve Clifford had a few minutes to share with me. This is the first meeting of the season between these teams, and he stressed to his guys they need to rely on their instincts at the offensive end. He said, we do a good job of finding soft spots in defenses without forcing things. If we keep doing that, we'll be in good shape. We'll see if they can keep that up tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks for the report, David. So the goal is to come out early and get their shooters into a good rhythm right away.
And of course, that's always a goal. But the meaning behind it is that he wants them to play good, smart basketball, not taking too many chances.
Oh, yeah, Greg, you're exactly right. High percentage shots. That's the important thing. No hero basketball. Nobody playing out of control.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusting.
Now here's Evans. They picked up 24 points in their last win against the Bulls in Chicago. Rebound by the Wizards. This their first chance this season playing Charlotte.
And they didn't have much of a problem with these guys last season, and quite frankly, you wouldn't expect them to.
Here's Levine. He gives a bit of a scoring lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game. 6 to shoot. Noel, a screen on Howard. And stolen by Howard. Evans against Levine. Smith kicks to Evans. Over Levine. Evans can't get that one to fall. Washington trailing. Carter, the pass to Levine. Noel with it, and it's Howard picking him up. Noel dishes to Fox. Bosh with some nice D.
The active defense making things very hard on him as he goes in for the layup.
And Evans gets it to go on the assist by Smith.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside, Levine. Feeds it to Carter. There's a screen by Noel. Fox kicks to Noel. Can't cash in from close range. Here's Smith. Lays it up off the glass.
And Smith doesn't back down from a challenge. Even when he gets bodied, he can stay with the play and convert.
Hey, look, he's not an easy man to defend. He'll get his points one way or another.
And that does it for the first quarter. Charlotte leads by 4. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around
basketball. This is my passion, you know.
It's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take something very seriously in order to have fun. He does say he has a burning passion to win a championship. He's been in the finals, and this is a guy that's got still a lot to shoot for, he feels, in his career.
That's a great point, Kevin. And the challenge for Dwight is how to balance how serious he is and how passionate he is with having that fun on the court that he's after.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
Yeah, closing down the lane, closing out on perimeter shooters. Interesting first quarter.
Paul George is out there with Carter. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's Fox. And it's Noel in at the center position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. The shot's good from Smith.
And I just love how Smith is ready to shoot as soon as he gets the ball, measuring the shot as the pass is en route.
And Chris, you spent a handful of years in Washington. When you look back to that time in your career, is there a favorite moment that stands out to you?
And it was early in my career when I was with Washington, and I learned a lot about the league. And I think ending the Washington playoff drought that they had been in for so many years was part of the reason why I wanted to go there, and that was a lot of fun. Making my first All-Star team as well was pretty cool.
Now Bosch. Carter's missing on the 3. 5 to shoot. Evans' shot is good.
And watching Evans there knock down the triple has the ability to be a dangerous outside scorer when he's in rhythm.
Noel, a screen on Evans. Here's Levine. Here's Noel. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. And Nerlens Noel out of Kentucky, slender and mobile and long, and Greg, he can cover ground in a hurry.
Boy, and you can see it in his rate of steals to go along with the blocks. That quickness is a huge asset in today's game. It's all about versatility, both offensively and defensively.
And Chris, you had to deal with different injuries during your playing career. Some guys get bit by the injury bug and some others avoid it their whole career. Do you think that staying healthy, Chris, is a skill, or is it just luck of the draw?
Man, that's a great question, Kevin. I really can't answer that when you look at a guy like Jordan and seeing him only hurt his ankle one time.
Right.
You know, I do think when you take care of your body and you prepare that you can definitely stave off injuries. But at the same time, I think it's the luck of the draw. If you were a guy like myself and you're rebounding in the paint and there are a lot of feet under you, you're going to come down on someone's ankle and twist your ankle. We've seen a lot of non-physical injuries, a lot of injuries that just seem to happen out of nowhere. When you look at George's injury with the Olympics that time, or you look at a guy like Steph Curry with his ankle injuries that he had back in the day. So I really can't answer that. That's a great question. It's like what comes first, the chicken or the egg? But I would just say this, no matter how hard you work, it takes a little bit of luck to be successful. I think we all would say that. So I would lean on more so the side of luck than necessarily being prepared and not having an injury.
Good answer. Now Evans. Following the three-point attempt by Dennis Smith. Evans kicks to Smith. George against Bosch. Over George. Bosch can't get that one to fall.
Wasted opportunity. That's a good chance right there for an easy 2 on the open jump. His stroke has not been what they needed it to be, but looks like they're going to keep going to him.
Now Evans. He has 6. Bosch, a screen on Levine. Stolen by George. To the middle. Here's Noel. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Now here's Bosch. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game.
That's one he knows he should have drained. Fox
against Smith. There's a screen by Noel. Levine wide open. A three-pointer is right on target. Now just a 2-point Charlotte lead.
And no fight left in the defense there after a teeth-rattling pick.
Evans attacking. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. And so it's a close game as we wrap. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime
Hello,
Show.
folks. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille. Taking a look at Charlotte. Kenny, what's your take?
Well, I love the way they're pushing the tempo, beating the defense down the floor, filling the lanes, finishing with authority, Ernie, getting to the rim and finishing hard.
Shaq, what was your take? And that will wrap.
Welcome back, folks. A lot to see in that shot from high above Washington, the Capitol, the Supreme Court, the Lincoln Memorial. Now, here's Fox. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Tipping off the second half. Here's Steve Clifford's 5. They've got Andrew Wiggins. Howard is out there with Chris Bosh. Then there's Tyreek Evans. And it's Smith in at the 1 spot. Tyreek Evans, the 4th pick back in 2009, won Rookie of the Year.
Averaged 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists right off the bat. And it's been about the injuries in terms of what's held him back. If he can stay healthy, and that's a big if, the talent is obvious.
And George kicks to Noel. Here's Fox. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Evans kicks to Wiggins. Pass to Bosh. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Bosh has got 5 now. Wizards trail by 4. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Emmanuel Mudiay spent a year in China prior to the NBA rather than playing in college. A lot of people respect what he did while he was over there. He said, being in a foreign country, everything is different. It made me mentally strong. Now in the NBA, he said, you've got to have confidence because every point guard in this league can play. You've got to keep that edge and be prepared at all times. Evan?
Thanks, David. Mental fortitude is critical, especially when you're a young player in this league. Carter down low. He's against Smith. No good off the back of the rim. Charlotte's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Smith's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
How about that quick trigger in terms of the release of that shot there by Smith? Always looking to get it going from the mid-range.
George passes to Fox. Wiggins with the block, and the officials now calling the shooting foul. He got a lot of ball on the block, but also got the body, so some free throws coming up right now. The Wizards shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league. And how about the way Fox continues to improve his game? A capable scorer who also rebounds the ball well for his size, and still, though, he can improve on that perimeter jump shot.
You love it when the big fella shows off his ability from beyond the arc.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the 3rd. Nice ball movement by Washington. Noel dishes to George. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Bosh. Fox against Smith. Bosh, a screen on Fox. And here's Evans outside. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
At the defensive end, they've lost some of their focus since halftime.
Wizards trail by 7. Pass to George. He feeds it to Fox. Noel, a screen on Smith. Here's Fox. Drops in the layup for 2. Fox has got 6 here in this quarter.
You get the sense Fox just improving with each game in terms of his pick and roll play, figuring out his angles, knowing when to pull and when to try to split or turn the corner. And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
Yeah, as a big fella, that's the thing, Greg. You got to be quick in setting those screens. If you get a little lazy, you get called for it.
And that one goes long.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Evans kicks to Smith. Dishes it to Wiggins. The feed to Howard. Over Noel. Howard can't hit. Fox against Smith. Carter for 3. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. From deep 3-point range, and the miss. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Charlotte leads by 5. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th quarter. And now let's take a listen on head coach Steve Clifford.
That was all decision making.
And thanks for joining us again as the 4th quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Charlotte leading by 5. Zach LaVine is out there with Fox. And there's Carter. Then it's Paul George. And it's Noel in at the center filling out the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards.
And how about the confidence from Evans? He's feeling like no one can stop him playing with a ton of heart.
And that one's good. Noel.
And when he squares up, his height makes him a tough assignment.
Yeah, even when you get a hand up, it's hard to really affect his shot.
Evans outside. Wiggins outside. Again, Wiggins missing.
And really, for some reason, just not a big part of their offense today. Hard to get into a rhythm when you're getting so few opportunities at the rim.
Carter kicks to Fox. There's a screen by Noel. 6 on the shot clock. George, no good. Charlotte in the lead. Smith outside. Bosch, a screen on George. Howard kicks to Wiggins. There's the pass to Bosch. Out of bounds. Washington takes possession. Washington's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. And here's George for 3. That's good, and it's LaVine with the assist. And it's 6 points for Paul George.
And there's never been any question about George's three-point range. He just goes through stretches where he knocks down the 3 at a ridiculous rate.
Smith with it. George picks him up. Shot from free throw range. Misses off the right iron. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. LaVine can't hit.
Oh, man, you can't get much better look from 3-point range than that one. That just wasn't in rhythm.
Wiggins passes to Smith. Bosch, the screen. Smith outside. Pass to Bosch. That one's not going to go. And the Wizards now going the other way. Noel dishes to Fox. Stolen by Bosch. Here's Smith. They get a hand on it. Here's Carter. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
I love it. Just like in life, they never gave up. To crawl back into this game and not up the score is nothing short of remarkable.
LaVine, good.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator. And that's one reason why his team is playing well.
And here we go. Fast break. LaVine's got it.
Oh! This atmosphere is bananas.
Guys separate themselves by how they perform in clutch situations. Give this man his props.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Zach LaVine.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, guys, I had a chance to find out what Steve Clifford talked about with his players. He told them we've got to make the most of every chance right now. This is a winnable game, but we've got to make plays. Guys, we'll see if they can come back.
Just terrific determination. First, compiling the lead, and now building on it.
Oh, man, this is late in the game. It's tough for a team to come back. Everything has to fall into place. I like the bounce pass there. He's getting creative.
For the Wizards, Zizic is checked in for Noel. Ilyasova comes in for Vince Carter. And it's Dwight Bikes in for Fox. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Laverne, he's checked in for Howard. Allen comes in for Wiggins. McCaw, he's checked in for Tyreek Evans. And Barea subbed in for Smith. Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Noel's checked in for Zizic. Carter comes in for Ilyasova. And it's Fox in for Dwight Bikes. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Now that's killer instinct at the line, helping them pull away a little.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. There's 18 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
And they still got a little time to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul could make things interesting.
Anything's possible, but they're going to have to be perfect the rest of the way just to even have a chance.
It falls!
Tremendous play there. Howard giving them everything.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
He's stepping to the line knowing he has a chance to seal the deal, and he doesn't.
Smith for 3. Knocks down the 3.
I tell you, Smith is the real deal. Showing a lot of grit down the stretch in these tight spots. Nothing rattles this guy.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They lead by 3. Just 4 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Carter kicks to Fox. And an intentional foul right there.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
It's the first that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And so it's Washington who scraped by with the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But in the... Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
Andrew Wiggins, Kevin Love stat line.